On deck is Suicide Squad. It's directed by David Ayer. He's directed In the Watch, Sabotage, and Fury. It's also written by David Ayer. He's written Fast and the Furious and Training Day. It stars Will Smith, who's been in Independence Day, Bad Boys, Men in Black, and Focus. Margot Robbie, who's been in the Pan Am TV series, Wolf of Wall Street, The Legend of Tarzan, and Focus. Jared Leto, who's been in the My So-Called Life TV series, Requiem for a Dream, and Dallas Buyers Club. Joel Kinnaman, who's been in Safe House, RoboCop, The Killing, and House of Cards. Lastly, Viola Davis, who's been in Disturbia, The Help, Ender's Game, and Prisoners. Here's the synopsis. A government agency recruits a group of imprisoned supervillains to execute dangerous Black Ops missions in exchange for clemency, which inevitably leads to chaos. This one is spoilerific. Let it rip. So Matt, let's go to Matt, because Matt was the first person that saw it, and then he called me.
I have to be first?
Shit.
Yeah.
He fucking called you about that shit?
Yeah. So
I felt that they put a whole bunch of characters on the screen with no chemistry and force-fed me in a period of however long this movie was. That's how I felt.
it was a 2-hour movie.
Yes, they force-fed me.
Oh, shit.
They had no chemistry.
Keith, what do you think about Suicide Squad?
What the fuck did I watch? That's the first thing I want to know. What the fuck was I watching? I'm sitting there and I'm in a movie theater and I'm just like, the first 20 minutes I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, what are people bitching about? This is amusing. And they see, it just cuts over to Crisis in the Subway. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? What happened between Act 2 and 5?
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? And then it just kept bouncing all over the fucking place. Literally, someone got into the editing room and just cut a shit ton of stuff out of it, then mix and match it together and to try to put something together.
James, as the last person that saw Suicide Squad, last person, how did you feel about the movie, James?
Well, after all the warnings I received from multiple sources, I came in with very low expectations, and also by me being into comics and knowing some of what Suicide Squad was about, the storyline was just so confuddled. It was just so bad. And I've been saying this a lot through a lot of the podcasts and everything. This had potential to be great. They just fucked it up so bad. And then...
Just hold on, James. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
On a previous podcast, I had made a comment. I believe it was the Ghostbusters podcast. I had made a comment about, Ghostbusters gets a 7, but it might be Jason Bourne and or Suicide Squad that might give a 9 or a 10 to. Boy, was I wrong.
God damn.
Damn, man.
I was wrong.
God damn, dude.
I was wrong. I'm going to just say this, and we can just get into any random things you want to talk about with this movie. I'm going to say this, that I'm done with Will Smith. I will hit the pause button on Will Smith for his entire career. I'm done. I'm done with Will Smith, all right?
Damn,
I don't want to see him again. I don't like the way that he acts. Like, everything that he says in this movie is a one-liner. It's the same one-liner from Independence Day. I got to be one of these.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
The same one-liner. The next thing, hold on. I apologize. So the next thing is, why does Will Smith have to be a father in this movie? Like, why does every movie he has to be in, he has to be a father? Concussion.
Let me cut you off. In the comics, that Floyd Lawton that's his whole motivation.
Yeah.
That's kind of like his saving grace, is that he cares about his kid. The Suicide Squad is an opportunity at some point for him to make right. And so basically they were pretty accurate with it. In fact, that's the only plus I give this movie, is that they were accurate with the characters. Yes. Even the Joker, the Joker, even the little we saw of him, I think it's like a -4 because they cut like half of the Joker scenes out of there. Because I'm like sitting there watching the Joker's coming up and like he's doing something and they see no cut. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
What the fuck just happened? What did I just see? Like, it's not finished. He's not done. No, he's not fucking finished. It's like you're running a marathon and you're running for like 10 miles and somebody gives you like a Dixie cup full of water and most of it splashes on your damn hands. So all you get is like a little something to wet your tongue with. And that's it. That was it. And it's like, what the fuck, you know? And then you got to wait another 20 minutes for him to come back on the screen and shit. It's like, you got to be fucking kidding.
And the thing is, I do agree with you on that, kid, because the characters were pretty accurate, especially like Amanda Waller. Oh my
Oh,
god,
my fucking garage.
Yo,
Yo, she named the
played
kid.
her part. She did that shit perfectly. That's the only saving grace in this movie.
She did that part perfectly. If this was the cartoon version of the Suicide Squad, this was the DC animated movie version of the Suicide Squad. This is a big budget action movie that's probably over $200 million of budget.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there were some things
Hold
that
on.
I didn't quite understand either.
I'm gonna have to defend my comment. All right. So you have. I'm just angry. I'm angry.
I could tell.
Right.
Shit.
So you have Viola Davis, that's been in classic movies like The Help, and she's doing the most basic of basic roles in this movie.
hmm
She's an award-winning actress.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that she did a good job? Yes or no?
Yeah.
She did a good job.
She did a good job. Amanda Waller's character isn't really that deep. She played it to what people know of her, and this is just an introduction. She did a good job for what she was given. There's a lot of shit that was cut out in this movie, and that doesn't make it any better. I mean, because like for real, like the whole thing with Amanda Waller. In all honesty, when Enchantress decided to dip out and basically like start some shit, like her heart was in that case. Man, Amanda Waller would have did more than just stab that shit. She would have had that motherfucking heart in some type of fucking destructive case and pressed a button and her heart would have been done. Like her stabbing that shit, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It was like
With the pen?
yeah, I'm like, I don't know, was it a
Well,
pen?
I think it was something. It was
like a voodoo
device
doll.
or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it
but-
was like a.
But it would have
It's
been
a
it would
voodoo
have
doll.
been something like an incinerator to destroy that shit immediately. It wouldn't have been some like, oh, let me just stab at it. No, it would have been something to incinerate that shit immediately. That's the only thing I didn't like. It's
Well-
like, come on, man. Like, come on.
Because in that part, like, in defense, like, the story did cover the fact that they didn't know that the Enchantress's brother was in there and would be able to save her.
Enchantress
dying.
brother.
Apparently, his name is Incubus.
Well,
But the thing is, even if they didn't know that, that was prolonged. She was able to actually speak. I'm saying, as soon as he said she dipped out,
Spun
pressed the
around
button-
and started stabbing it. She stabbed it like 7 times. And then.
no, it would have been no
she
stabbing
didn't stab it enough
to do
to
damage.
make the movie any more interesting. It
Right.
was just like, I pinch you because you said something stupid.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And for real, Amanda Waller would have had that heart or whatever it was in that little case, and it would have been a simple button to incinerate that fucking heart, and the game would have been over. They could have done that, and then it would have been over, and then her brother could have resurrected her. I would have believed that more so. Instead, like she was just having a temper tantrum. Fuck you. Stab, 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 stab. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
Matt,
seriously?
Matt, do you have any comments?
Was she even relevant?
Who, Amanda Waller?
No, not her.
Oh,
Enchantress.
well, she was the villain.
She was the least developed character out of them all.
What was up with her doing the belly dancing when she was doing her powers and shit?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I have a
I
question.
thought she was getting ready to do the Dougie.
I have a
Oh,
question.
shit.
That shit, I'm like, oh man. Next thing you know, she's gonna do the water spout, the open the bus dance, just everything, man.
Well, did anyone get Ghostbusters 2 Zool Gozer vibe from the end
Yeah.
of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like someone watched that and was like, I got it. Like, let's just make Enchantress Gozer and have them sit in this long, prolonged, we're on top of a building, and we can blow a hole through a building and not have the whole building collapse, but just one small section.
And then have the minions that she created as a fucking terror dogs and shit. Which, the special effects, oh my god, man. Like, the fucking minions that they created, they look like, they look like putties with fucking bubbles on them. Putties from Power Rangers with bubbles on them.
They did.
Like, seriously. I mean, come on,
It
man.
looked like something of a Japanese anime.
Right.
That's what it looked like to me. That
And this movie, only thing that was somewhat likable about this movie to me was the relationship between Joker and Harley Quinn. You actually saw how crazy they were and their mad love. You saw that shit. That was like, okay, they got that on point. Deadshot, Will Smith fucked up that character because Deadshot's like no one to fuck with. It was basically, to me, it was Will Smith playing Will Smith, but he had good aim.
yes, like, I'm going to do this for my daughter. Like,
And then
I'm gonna just keep saying it because it makes it feel more powerful.
And Killer Croc.
James, hold on. Matt, go ahead and say it.
I want me some BT. What?
That's what he said?
BT?
Yeah. He's like, I want my BET.
Right. And so he's the one to see girls.
He had his gangster walk. Y'all see that? That slow motion?
And he's like, I like her. What the fuck? She just threatened to kill your ass and you like her? Man, come on, man. This is... But I gotta give it to Margot Robbie. She did do a good job as Harley.
Yeah, she did.
No.
You don't think so?
She's
Either?
also another person that I'm done with. Will Smith and Margot Robbie have no chemistry whatsoever. It was apparent in Focus that movie was terrible. This movie is terrible. And to have them be the centerpieces of your movie, non-acting Will Smith, he has not grown, aside from Concussion, I Am Legend, and Independence Day. I'm done with him. I'm done with Bad Boys. I'm done.
God, man.
I do not want to see him again. I do not. You believe it that he was almost Neo in the Matrix? Thank God. He would have ruined that movie too.
Wow.
Damn, man. I've never heard so much venom from you on this review. I mean, God.
Everything he said was a one-liner. No one aside from Joe Kinnaman and Viola Davis had more than a couple of sentences in succession.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith, one-liner. Harley Quinn, one-liner. Boomerang, one-liner.
He used to become relief. He wasn't all that funny to me.
Killer Croc, like
I thought he was
bits
funny.
and pieces of one-liners.
Like, he didn't get one line. He got one-worders. Shit. It wasn't even a line. Only person that I would actually like to see more of was El Diablo.
Yes, I agree. He is the only thing in this movie that seemed mildly interesting to me.
And it had character. It showed some character development too, because you saw that he was just became very passive after what he did, and he didn't want to do none of this shit. And you saw the gradual progression, and he's the only one that actually grew to me in this movie. Like, Slipknot was a waste of space.
Twice.
They introduced Slipknot. Like, what the fuck?
For what
Like,
purpose? For what purpose?
To show his head get blown off. To show his head get blown off. I mean, this dude does one fucking thing, shoots a damn grappling hook up, and he's just like sliding away, and they blow his head off. I'm just like, he's dead. Like, the minute he stepped out of the van, I'm like, he's a dead man.
Like Keith mentioned, Slipknot, why even have him there? He was just there to prove a point. Like, oh, let's just add a character in so we can just kill his ass and show them that we're not fucking around. Slipknot was a waste of space. Katana, she didn't really do much. She was just there just to, I don't know. She did look good though. But Katana was.
Did you guys
just
ever
there.
think of Power Rangers when you saw this movie?
Yes.
You had the black guy, the white guy, the Asian person.
Yes.
Like,
I don't know why. I thought about Big Trouble in Little China. Don't ask me why.
Why?
Didn't I just say don't ask me why? I don't know why. It just made me think of Big Trouble in Little China. Like, Big Trouble in Little China is a great classic cult film.
Right.
And for some reason, this movie kind of gave me that vibe outside of the classic and great. I can see it being a cult film. To me, this is a popcorn movie. This is something that you just watch. If you watch it, don't come there looking for character development. Don't come there looking for storyline. Don't come there looking for anything else. Just come there looking for some bland-ass humor, some bland-ass action and special effects. It's a guilty pleasure. It's not something that you will watch and take it seriously. what makes it so bad. This shit has so many high hopes, and I had high hopes for it too. So you're not alone, because I was hoping that this would be better than Batman versus Superman, and then Batman's cameos, they were there, and I'm a huge Batman fan, and when they were there, like I said, I liked Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, and the Joker and Harley Quinn, their relationship was on point. That's it. Outside of that,
this is terrible.
Huh?
So I thought Jared Leto was terrible.
Outside of
yeah, okay, go ahead, go finish that.
No,
Jared was terrible.
outside of those things I mentioned, this was a horrible movie. This is a guilty pleasure movie.
I don't want to watch it ever again, unless there's a director's cut.
See, and that's
Oh,
that's what I want to wait for, because I think there's be a director's cut, because director's cut for Batman vs Superman kind of made that movie a little bit better.
I know it explained a lot of things with it and made it a lot more interesting. See, I like Batman versus Superman, but here's my thought. All right, somebody stepped in, came in, saw the original cut of the movie, made a few decisions. Those decisions resulted in this movie.
It was Will Smith,
So Will Smith had a hand in that.
probably.
Are you serious?
He doesn't have as much.
I don't think so.
He doesn't have the pull.
Well, why is the movie solely about his character? Why is he in most of the scenes?
Take back your
Probably got
victory.
paid the most.
Take back your victory. Dial it back a bit. I'm not saying like they tamp it down, but look at the movie. Like look at the first 20 minutes. Look what they were trying to do with this. All right, first 20 minutes. You had the
Establish all the characters, all the the members.
They established them, and in the movie itself, tonally, the movie was this awkward group of people coming together against their will, team to stop threats that can't be stopped by no means.
Hold on.
Right?
So hold on. Let me cut you off right there. So you're just talking about a team with like these massive threats. Did anybody get to a point where it was like, why is Harley Quinn a part of this supervillain group? Because she has no notable skills to do anything?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she was pretty badass. So
No.
She's comic relief.
Hold on. I'm talking about just in general. If you build a team of supervillains,
What was her contribution to the team? Like everyone else had like a certain special gift. She didn't have nothing beside her being fucking insane.
yes. So I'm just going to say this: El Diablo, Deadshot, Killer Croc. Those are the people that I would put as the center of a supervillain team, or at least this one. But you got Harley Quinn and Will Smith being the team leaders, more or less. No.
Oh, okay,
So-
okay. Yeah,
All right.
you're saying
All right,
that.
but
You see what he's saying
No.
now, Keith?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but it wasn't just about them being like having superpowers and shit. Harley Quinn and Deadshot. And to my mind, they were probably
keep you off the
aside from the
podcast.
team makeup. Aside from the team makeup, they were probably the only two that handled it well.
All right. So you're dealing with somebody that has magical powers. Magical powers. They're shooting with bullets.
Okay. You're saying that her skill set doesn't have anything to do
What
with
skill set?
Yeah,
What
that's
skill set?
that's what Barry was saying earlier, and I agree. I mean, like she was just there because she's popular. She did not
There's
serve
no
purpose.
point. There's no point to have Harley Quinn in this movie. There's no
Her
point.
popularity. That's it. That's the only point. Her popularity. It's not like she's super strong, super fast, or nothing like that. It was nothing like that. She is basically a gymnast. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's a
it's
stripper.
really nothing. Well, I mean,
She's a stripper doctor. And the next thing
Stripper doctor.
the next thing is that why is it Will Smith, so Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, the only two characters that get these long prologues? I mean, this is David Ayer, all right, Keith? You
see,
can't.
that would disappoint me too. That's why I
That's
believe.
it.
You
That's
cannot.
the thing.
You cannot defend this. You cannot defend it.
I'm not defending the
Keith,
movie. I'm
you-
not defending
you
the
are.
movie.
You're off
I'm
the
not
podcast.
defending the movie. What
You're
I'm saying
off
is
the
that, like, I dislike the movie probably as I was disappointed as shit that this movie. One, David Ayer did this. His name's associated
He
with
directed Fury. We were at Fury together, Keith. We went to go see that movie. We came out of it like,
and I'm saying, from what you've seen in Fury,
this is worse than Sabotage.
End of watch.
This is worse than Sabotage.
End of watch. Even Sabotage, you had a rounded group of characters. Well-rounded, well-grounded group of characters who came together, or in terms of Sabotage, they fell apart completely. Who worked together and had a story that was cohesive. The storyline looked like it got hacked to pieces because of the editing that was done.
Yep.
Somebody came in there and made a decision. They decided to turn it into what James said, a popcorn film.
It turned it into Will Smith's movie, but Will Smith's superhero vehicle. This is what this movie is. It's for him to extend his acting range. That he doesn't have any acting range. He doesn't. Everything is him.
They're never going to have another one of these things.
Let me just say this. If I said this name to you, Sam Worthington, what do you get out of that, Keith?
Guy from Avatar?
Yes. If I said Sam Worthington to you, Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans, what do you get from that? What do you get from him as an actor?
I get nothing from him as an actor.
Okay. All right. I'm making a point. All right. So the next thing I'm going to say to you, the next name, Jai Courtney.
Okay, I see where you go with this. Jai Courtney was a Spartacus. Oh, that bumps him up 5 points. And he's up and coming. He hasn't had the right vehicles yet. Unfortunately,
he was in A Good Day to Die Hard. Tried to turn into an action hero.
He was in Jack Reacher.
Okay, he was in I, Frankenstein.
Was he?
Yes. He was in Divergent. He's in all the Divergent. He was in Terminator Genesis.
Oh, hold on, he was in that? Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
So let me continue.
Mm-hmm.
If I said Joel Kinnaman.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know, but he did a good job. He did a good job as Flag.
He was good. I agree with James.
But I'm talking about acting skill.
He was all right. I have no complaints.
I actually believed his character was more believable because out of all of them, he was basically the second puppet master, if you'll say that. And he was straight up about business, about doing the mission, and you could see that he was I believe that he was with Black Ops. Because just the way he was just keeping them you're on a need-to-know basis, fucker. You don't need to know anything else. You're just going to follow me, and if you don't follow me, I'll just kill you.
Well, between his accent going between a southern accent and then this ultra macho military accent, I didn't know what was going on. So let me end this.
I thought he was southern. I didn't know. That's it.
Let me end my point on the final person, Will Smith.
Oh Lord.
So we're talking about acting skill. We're talking about just this art of acting skill. So we started at Sam Worthington, low on that totem pole. We're ending also low on the totem pole with Will Smith. Tell me a great movie Will Smith has been in. Tell me.
Acting-wise?
Aside from Bad Boys.
Acting-wise?
Yes.
Are you talking about acting or entertaining films he's been in?
Entertaining films is a lot.
Acting-wise. Matt, you need to chime in. Tell me.
Your happiness.
I'm thinking.
That is Will Smith playing Will Smith. He is another father in that movie.
But you know what, though? He's there.
Yo!
He's there for comic relief. That's why people go to him.
Keith, you hear this shit?
He's not Denzel Washington.
He's
this is becoming I hate Will Smith.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not
Someone
done yet.
get this dude a Snicker bar.
I'm not done yet.
Snicker bar.
He is another father in that movie.
All right.
We got the recurring theme. He plays a father in a lot of his movies, so there's no acting range whatsoever.
The end of Concussion. He is a father in that movie.
The man he was playing was a damn father. Yo, for real? All right. Where are you going with this point, man?
Again, I will state this. I'm done with Will Smith. I'm done.
Okay.
From
God damn.
From the Fresh Prince to Wild Wild West to this movie.
Oh shit.
Wild Wild West. You can't talk about that movie.
Tell me it. What do you say, Matt?
Oh shit.
We all knew that movie was garbage.
It was horrible. Yeah, it was a bad movie.
Tell me, has he grown as an actor?
You say Concussion?
What was that movie? Like one of his first movies that he played in?
Don't. Yeah, the first time he tried his acting chops.
6 Degrees of Separation. Or like,
Yeah. I don't remember much about that movie, but I know that he actually tried.
Way too fucking hard. Way too fucking hard.
Like I said, I don't remember much about that movie. It's been so long, but I do know that was something different for him. Concussion was probably something different for him.
Yeah, he never played the same
To be honest,
role.
I'm not really a big Will Smith fan because, Barry, I'm not as passionate as you are about this whole Will Smith acting thing right now. But I agree with you. Well, that's why I said Deadshot is a very complex character in the comics. A very complex character. And it did show his skill in this movie. It showed his skill as the character.
Okay.
But the acting, that was just Will Smith with superb aim. That's all it was.
Okay, I need to. All right.
No. If Will Smith was committed to making this movie done well, if he was committed to the role, keep the mask on the whole time. Do a Carl Urban. Keep the mask on. All right? Hashtag keep the mask on.
God damn, man. Did you just slam on the table right now? Shit.
Okay. I need to, and I hate the fact that I gotta fucking defend this shit. He explains why he didn't put the mask on. In point of fact, like his character, and I think all the characters in one cut of this version, in this movie or in the script, had equal amounts or as much as possible some form of development that you guys bitching about not having.
You're talking about in a possible director's cut, not what we just saw.
Oh no, hell no, not what we saw.
Okay.
What we saw, he did state why he was the way he was, why he didn't wear the mask, why he didn't like it. I agree the relationship between him and Harley Quinn was a little forced.
Mm.
You know, they all just met with one another.
Right, there was no ties. There was no past history, so all of a sudden now, like, he spared her. Like, man, what the fuck, dude? Like Amanda Waller told fucking Deadshot, kill her. Kill her, your daughter will be straight, right? Boom. Deadshot's about the money, right?
He is, but keep in mind, they did say remember when he did that hit?
Mm-hmm.
You know, bounced the bullet off of the dude's head, and he made him wait. I want the money in my account right now. I want to see it. That's how I work.
Right.
Basically, Amanda Waller just told him, like, do it. I'll do this for you. And he was like,
but see, I knew you was gonna say that. That was a setup question, Keith.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you. Do you see? The thing is, that situation, this situation, two different situations, and I'm gonna explain to you why. The first situation, who had the power? He had the power. He wanted something done. Amanda Waller has the power over all them motherfuckers. So Will Smith had no right to try to negotiate. Well, my bad, not Will Smith. Well, I should call him Will Smith because it was nothing but Will Smith. It wasn't Deadshot. But anyway, it was fucking Deadshot, aka Will Smith, didn't have no power to negotiate about shit. She has all of them by the balls. At any point in time, she could have killed them. At any point in time when she felt it was right, she knew she had the power. See, the reason why that situation worked in the beginning for Will Smith, aka Deadshot, is because he had the power. Dude wanted something from him. If Deadshot didn't kill him, does that hurt him? He just don't get paid. There'll be another kill. That's what I'm saying. It's all about power. He had no power in that situation. He had no power. Amanda Waller had all the power. So that, what you said, is not going to fly. That's an excuse. It will not fly. I would have shot Harley like a motherfucker. His main purpose, what you said yourself, and we all know this, his main purpose, his character is all about his daughter, right? At that point in time, your daughter could have possibly been taken care of. Now, is there a possibility that Amanda Waller would have fucking went back on her word? But you don't know. You do not have the power to even play around with it. It's a gamble. And to truth, the odds were not in his favor. So he should have shot her ass.
Okay, all right. Yeah, your point's valid.
I would have shot her and been like, what? What? I mean...
Now, but the situation is that they had him by the balls. Like, okay, so here's my thing, right? Mm-hmm. Will Smith I mean, Deadshot,
See,
all those characters, all of them,
stop.
all no.
Hold on, Keith, let me stop you right here. Stop.
I didn't get anything out.
No, hold on, stop.
All I said was the character's name.
No, don't say his character's name. Just say Will Smith. Because that is not fucking Deadshot. It was Deadshot by skills and what they showed. But that was not Deadshot. That's not Deadshot I know. You know Deadshot very well? I read comics. You read comics too, Keith, sometimes, but I believe. That is not motherfucking Deadshot. That is not Deadshot. That's Will Smith with good aim. You know what? Fuck that.
Will Smith with good aim?
You know what I'm
Is it
going
as
to do?
good?
You know what I'm going to do? You know what? I shot a rifle before. I shot a pistol before. I got good aim too. Am I Deadshot, motherfucker? Huh? No, I'm not
If you
Deadshot.
wear the mask, you will be.
I can get a mask. I can get a mask.
Put the mask on, James.
Hey, someone paid me $5.
Hashtag
Pay me
the
$5.
mask.
I shoot a target. So that makes me Deadshot? Because that's all it is. That's all Wilson said. So if I just have good aim, right, I could just be myself and have no character development whatsoever. Even though Deadshot is a little bit more ruthless and he does hate Batman. Even when seemed like he hated Batman, I kind of feel like, yeah, I hate him because, he kind of got me in front of my daughter. Not because he made you miss. That's the story behind Batman and Deadshot. Deadshot is nothing but Bullseye from Marvel. Very similar. He hates Daredevil because Daredevil made him miss. What's name hates Batman because Batman made him miss. Did you feel the hate between them? Did you feel utter hatred between them?
I felt it when he took his ass, he dropped his ass against his kid and shit.
Oh,
And,
no, he was just saying, no.
No, back up.
Go ahead.
He dropped him in front of his kid,
Mm-hmm.
and then his daughter defended Batman.
Right. Well, you know why his daughter defended Batman? Well, you think his daughter defended Batman, or you think it's for this?
No. But however, did he see that from his perspective? I mean, in the end, he got shown to be a bad person. His daughter knew he was a piece of shit. That he was a murderer, and basically that was.
So, but hold
on, Matt. Do you have a comment about this?
No.
Would you like to care to comment? Because you got James and Keith and myself very passionate about this movie. I know when you called me, Matt. I know when you called me.
Matt, with all that anger, was right there.
I had a lot of anger towards this movie. A lot. I still do.
Well, explain your anger, Matt.
But I'm trying to go to therapy, so that I don't have like this.
This is the therapy session, Matthew.
I felt that Will Smith. Why didn't he wear the mask?
Maybe he told Harley that every time he wears a mask, he kills somebody. But he liked it, and that's why he's reluctant to put the mask on.
Why? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, he killed people without the mask. He killed all those zombie humans.
Whatever.
Those are people too. They have feelings.
How about Incubus? How come he didn't really hurt people? Did he punch people?
No idea what that guy was doing.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
But the superheroes, he just love tapped them. Is that?
No, you know what? You know what Incubus look like? What's that motherfucker that was in Thor? The Sentinel, the Guardian, or whatever. Like like the big robot thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he looked like.
I'm gonna tell you what he looked like to me. He looked like those fucking things, gods of Egypt. The minute he popped up, I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure, for some reason, in my gut, there's going to be a sequel. And
I would hope not.
So.
Are they going to go against Justice League?
Why?
Justice League would destroy them.
Well, here's the thing. They're not going to...
Justice League have powers. The only people that have powers is El Diablo.
Well, Batman doesn't have powers.
Okay, but you have Superman, you have Wonder Woman, you have the Flash, you have Aquaman, you have Green Lantern.
Croc.
Well, yeah, Killer Croc has some powers too.
Okay, 2 people. And you have superheroes. You have these metahumans and superheroes. But Superman will just incinerate people. Gone. What is Harley Quinn going to do?
She has a bat.
And a mallet. Oh, and speaking of fucking that, man, I damn near threw up at the end of the goddamn movie. I sat in that movie theater quiet as shit. Everybody was all clapping. I got up and I did my
clapping.
Let's not talk about that. So
I
got up.
What did they clap for?
went through my favorite line when the movie sucks and people clap. I get up and I say, man, don't fucking clap. That's exactly what I said, and I walked the fuck out. So, right in the movie, when Harley decided to step up to the Enchantress and stab her and get her heart taken out and whatnot, right? Killer Croc threw something like dynamite into the portal.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I'm a film guy. I could pick up on some shit. So, and then through his dad shot the gun, grabbed the gun about to shoot it, and then also his daughter pops up, right? Right? We all saw that, right? You saw that? Yeah. So then he's like, Daddy, don't do this. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then it goes to him pulling the trigger, and why, oh why, did the chamber and the revolver happen just to hit on love? Did y'all see that shit?
I did not see that.
I kind of like my eyes glazed over at that point, and I was just like, God.
But
It said love, and then the bullet just flew and destroyed the dynamite and destroyed the portal or whatever it was, the machine, whatever the hell it was.
Dynamite!
I was damn near about to Earl. Because I'm like, why?
If I saw that, I would have walked out.
Why?
I didn't even see that shit, man.
Why? Like I've said before, I'm going to see this movie again when director's cut come out, because I refuse to believe that David Ayer would let something like this come out. I honestly believe that his vision as a director was cut.
I believe so
dramatically.
I believe so too, 100%. And unfortunately, I saw Zack Snyder's name at the top, but at the same time, he's executive producing a lot of this shit. And I saw maybe one scene that he might have touched, but I didn't see too much of his MO. Yeah, I didn't see too much of that shit in there. God damn it! The problem, this is my thing. I'm so fucking disappointed in it. I can't fucking see straight. The potential was amazing. I mean, like, it started off fantastically. It was like, okay, this is just crazy. And then the Joker and Harley Quinn thing popping up. I'm like, this is nuts. I'm like, I'm kind of digging this. And the next thing you know,
different movies at that point, or maybe three.
Exactly.
Movies. Go ahead.
Exactly. And I was so fucking disappointed, and I'm sitting there scrubbing my head. The first moment I realized that this is a total shit show was after the intros. They almost immediately jump right into fucking subway thing. I'm like, what the fuck was happening? Like, why?
Thank you. Okay, I thought I was tripping. Because like I said, this shit had to.
Calm down. Gather your thoughts together. It's okay.
Okay, so the way this movie started off, I agree with you, Keith. It started off like I like the way they're introducing each character, get like the little backstory. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. And next thing you know, all of a sudden they formed a goddamn team. Why are they forming a team? They forming a team because of a possible threat this is like hearsay or just being proactive of a threat. And then also magically, when they just say, oh no, we're going to start a team just in case someone like Superman comes down and fuck some shit up. We need someone to whoop his ass, right?
Okay.
Right?
Correct. I think that was the reason behind the movie.
Right. But then, all of a sudden, not even like a couple acts later, the next scene, some shit pops off immediately. And then the first is, well, you know what we have to do?
No, wait. Hold, JJ. I'm sorry. Let me interrupt you a second. Shit don't just pop off. Shit popped off because they formed the fucking team in the first place.
Thank you.
That's what the fuck happened.
So basically, the deterrent was the cause of the shit. That's what I'm like. What?
Correct.
What? What? Like, are you serious? I will admit, I don't know that much about Enchantress, but I'm quite sure this was not doing the stanky leg and acting like she was Shakira. Every time she moved, this bitch was moving her hips like, damn, what the fuck is she doing? For some reason, I had an urge to pull out some ones and start like making it rain on the screen because she was just dancing every time she moved and shit like that.
Yeah, that was like weird as shit. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that.
I don't know if they thought it would be creepy, but
I mean, but the thing is, she was creepy just the way she looked, period. Like, that part, like, I will admit, some of the imagery in this movie was actually okay. I actually liked it. When she called the Enchantress and that grabbed her hand, and that was tight.
Yeah, that was badass. Yeah, I did like
That was tight. Enchantress looked creepy without twerking. Like, we don't need, like, why is she twerking? Like, why? Like, explain to me. Like, she's like so old, right? She's like, they say it's like 6,000 years old. They had twerking 6,000 years ago. That's how they did it back then.
Yeah,
They made it rain
like,
back then.
It was like, what the fuck is going on here, man?
Mm-hmm.
And I could have forget that part. I mean, maybe they were going for something else. That wasn't the most grievous sin of this fucking movie, man. The grievous sin was the editing was so fucking horrible. It butchered whatever story was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it made it completely fucking confusing. It goes from one moment, next thing you know, they're like, she screwed us. I'm like, what, huh?
But she just
What the fuck
dipped.
does that mean?
She
Yeah,
dipped.
yeah, that's what he said. She's dipped, or she bounced, or she bailed, or some shit. And then next thing you know, it's having a fucking heart and shit with a pen. And I'm like,
Having a
damn.
temper tantrum. Having a temper tantrum. That's what it was, Keith. Call it for what it is, man. Call it for what it is. You know, she was a scorn lover. Amanda Waller was a scorn lover at that point. Like, she left me. I'm gonna stab the shit out of her heart.
Well, one of the things I noticed was that I waited for the credits because I wanted to see who edited the movie. If you know who Dan Gilroy is and Tony Gilroy, so you have people that have written the Bourne series,
Oh, good
or
God.
yeah, so you have
Oh, fucking God.
yeah. So there's three brothers. So there's Dan Gilroy, Tony Gilroy, and John Gilroy is the person that normally edits most of their movies. So let me list off some of the things that he has edited and see if you might say, like, hey, those weren't bad movies. Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay.
Pacific Rim.
Well,
Brilliant.
Keith, I know you love that. Okay.
I love that movie. But you don't like it?
I haven't seen it.
All right.
What?
No, I haven't seen it.
All right. Warrior with Tom Hardy and
Oh, okay.
Joel
Yeah.
Edgerton.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. We also have kind of an old school movie, slightly old school, Narc, directed by Joe Carnahan, Ray Liotta, Jason Patrick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right.
That-
Yeah. You triggered me. All right. I got you. Go ahead.
Okay. Michael Clayton, which I'm probably sure you guys haven't seen, but it was the George
No, I've
Clooney
seen it.
movie. Yeah, so it's Tony Gilroy directed movie.
Okay.
So hold on, let's hit the switch. Let's hit the switch. The Bourne Legacy.
He edited that shit?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Is that the one with all the damn jump cuts that get you dizzy?
Nah.
Well, that's the Bourne Legacy is
Damn.
a Jeremy Renner Bourne. So Tony Gilroy directed that one.
Wow. Okay.
The next one, Keith, I think we might have saw this together. Salt.
Oh God.
Ugh. Yeah, we did see that together.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Go ahead.
So he has some skill. He has edited decent movies
Okay.
and has edited stinkers. I mean, obviously he's not directing these movies,
Mm.
but I don't understand the logic behind this one.
It was a decision by someone other than
Barry trying to point the finger at somebody. Like, who's responsible for this?
like the only guilty parties I have is that someone made a decision.
Absolutely.
I didn't say someone made a decision.
The studio. Studio.
A shot caller said we need this movie to be like not like it is. Because apparently I've heard that they made changes because of the Batman vs Superman backlash.
Mm-hmm.
So
And people were concerned about that. They were like, oh no, that means this movie's going to be terrible. It's like, no, it means it's going to be great. They're going to make it more funnier. No.
That tells me, from what you just said, with his editing credits and the movies that he's worked on, the man got skill, and of course, not everybody has a 100% success rate when it comes to movies. Okay, let's be real. No one does. No one's infallible to failure when it comes to movies. But I believe that David Ayer, he's a pretty damn good director.
Fury is one of my favorite movies.
not this is director. I'm talking about writer as well. I mean, this guy's written some amazing shit.
Yeah, okay.
Training Day. Still,
We all agree that he's skilled. That this man is good, right? Great.
he
right?
is listed as the only writer.
Now, we're not saying the script was bad. Because there's, I'm saying someone made a decision.
Editing or just someone ahead of the studio saw the shit and didn't like it, and they said, "Look, you had to make these changes." Because we all know how movie shit works, man. I'm into directing. I like directing. I want to be a director, but I understand that sometimes directors' visions get lost because most of the time directors' visions are probably pretty on point. But then the studio comes in and do not see eye to eye with the director and fuck up their own shit. Hence why director's cuts comes out. And these director's cuts are usually a lot better than the actual theatrical release. So that's why I'm waiting for the director's cut.
There's no way a director's cut will save this movie. So
I think it would. But go ahead.
I have faith in Ayer that his vision is a lot better.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Okay.
See if you guys agree. This is a list of movies that I would rate above this.
Oh shit. Okay.
That I would rewatch again. So
SpongeBob.
I would probably rewatch that.
Oh.
So the Gatekeeper movie, the inaugural Beast Gang podcast, was X-Men Apocalypse.
I would rate that above this. Yes.
Okay.
I would rate that above.
We gave that movie a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think I gave it a 4.9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want a quick yes. I have some other movies I need to ask about.
Okay.
Would you rewatch that movie before this one?
Yes.
Keith?
Yep.
James?
Yeah.
All right.
It hurt me to say that shit too.
Let me go to the next movie. Let me go to the next movie. Superman Returns.
Returns?
Returns? Oh,
yes.
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 All right. After this last movie, I have another question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Batman versus Superman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, because Wonder Woman's in it.
Okay.
And
the director's cut, definitely yes.
Yes, the director's cut, yes. But also to piggyback what Matt said, not because of Wonder Woman, because my boy Batman's in it and whooping ass, yes.
Oh, yes, he was destroying shit.
Yeah, he was. Did he rock bottom somebody?
So, let me ask you about this series of movies. So, this is going to be a series of movies that Suicide Squad is equivalent to. All right?
The movie with Dennis Rodman in it.
Oh.
Well, close. So,
Steven Seagal.
hold on. So, we have another movie that is a crap show, Fantastic Four 2015.
Oh, shit.
Do you believe that movie is equivalent to Suicide Squad?
No.
Wait,
yes
what
or
movie
no?
is this?
Fantastic Four 2015.
I would watch Suicide Squad again over.
I would watch Suicide Squad before.
Yeah,
Fantastic Four was horrendous.
that's hard, dude. Because
I was
Fantastic
asking
Four
HBO to pay me to watch it.
man, fuck, dude. Like, Fantastic Four is perhaps one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I've seen a shitload of horrible movies.
Now, that's a movie that no editing work could fix. James, I think you and I agree that it was clear that someone changed the direction and the vision that the movie was going to. And you saw it immediately right after the initial intros. Right when they finished introducing folks.
That shit. Because it started off so good. I was like, okay, maybe it's not going to be as bad as I thought. All right, get a little hype. Yeah. That's when you know. Damn.
I mean, it just jumped right to that. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I mean, D. Enchantress. Badass.
Besides the twerking. Though.
No, it's Stinky Legs.
It was a little odd and a little kind of uncomfortable to watch.
Little? Shit.
I mean, she's just like, hey, Tish. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Enchantress.
I mean, dude, you know what? If I was drunk, I'll just fast forward to that part just to get my laugh on. Because she was like, yeah, girl. Yeah. You know what? You know Shakira, right? Singer?
Yeah.
You know how she dances? That's what she was doing the whole time. She was basically, hips don't lie, or whatever the shit that song is. That's what she was doing the whole time. Actually, she had hips, but, you know.
Well, let me continue on.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
The next movie, X-Men 3.
Oh, you know what? Stop. You know what? I'm not playing this game with you. I'm not.
Yeah.
I would watch Suicide Squad more than X-Men 3.
All right.
You know what? I actually liked the Joker and all those other scenes, so I
Yeah.
would watch it before I watch X-Men the
I
last.
don't
Yeah,
like
like-
Joker in this movie. Do we ever talk about that?
No, not really. Go ahead and
Kinda
expand on
briefly.
that, dude. Go ahead and like.
No, I still have some more movies, but go ahead.
No. We can continue with this route.
All right, so let me wrap this up, and then we'll get into some other stuff. All right, the next movie, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh,
Nope.
I watched Suicide Squad.
I don't watch Suicide for that shit.
yeah, I watched Suicide Squad, but man, still, man, you throwing up some shitters.
Those
Damn,
are-
man.
So
Damn, Barry, stop, man. You know what?
So
I don't want to play no more.
no, hold on, we're not done yet. So I'm just gonna list these off in rapid succession, and these are all comic book movies.
Mm.
So we can get into the Joker discussion, and then we'll probably get into some scores.
Mm-hmm.
The next 4 movies I have are The Spirit,
Oh,
I never watched it.
Catwoman.
I never even saw that. I never even saw it, so I can't even comment on that. So
Hold on, man. You make my arm twitch, man. Stop.
All right, Elektra from 2005. I saw that in the movie theater. I feel
wait. Yeah, I would probably. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. But,
All right, the next one, Ghost Rider.
Hold on, which one?
Both of them.
I don't know why I even asked which one. It doesn't fucking matter.
I watched Suicide Squad.
And the last one, I'm not sure if anyone has seen it, is Sin City 2.
I have
not
not
seen
seen
that.
I've not seen that.
No.
Okay,
I heard so much bad about it. I was like, man, no.
let's get into the Joker. Matt, let's talk about the Joker.
I wasn't really feeling the thug Joker. I like the psychotic Joker. He was more of like thug Joker.
My brother made a comment saying that he's kind of like a cross between the 60s Joker from the TV series
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
and small bits of the Heath Ledger Joker, where it's just kind of like he's just very random.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Unpredictable. Right, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't really get that from his performance.
I will also throw in the animated series Joker with Mark Hamill.
Yes.
I believe that he also threw a little bit of that in there as well.
He did do a lot of that in there, I thought.
This is thug Joker, man. This ain't no daggone.
He made Joker a criminal. Like
Right.
Joker was a criminal. He ran shit, and in Heath Ledger's Joker,
He was by
was
himself.
he was a complete anarchist.
Right.
Like,
He was totally
out to
by
destroy
himself.
Yeah, it was all about him, and he was about to destroy. I mean, Heath Ledger's Joker, you couldn't see him having a girl like Harley. Probably shank her ass, or he'd pull a dude.
Yeah,
Jack
but
Nicholson.
you got the feel that he was psychotic.
Well, I mean, you didn't think he was psychotic in this one?
I just think he didn't even
No.
serve a purpose in this movie. That's
No,
my
he
Yeah,
was
opinion.
like
now
that-
that's probably the
He was
greatest
like
sin.
that, so Joker, in my opinion, is like when you buy that Xbox game and then you pay the $5 for a download additional content. That's what Joker felt like this to me. Because if he wasn't in the movie, I don't think it would have missed a beat.
You know
Really?
what? You know what though?
I agree. I agree.
Matt,
Didn't serve a purpose
You
in it.
take
I
Joker
don't-
out of this. Do you think this movie really would have missed a beat? The only
Oh,
relevant
okay, I
shit
see what
that
you
he
mean. Yeah,
had
okay,
is that
okay.
oh well, it
Yeah.
gave Harley purpose.
I agree with you. In this cut of the movie, I agree.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, I agree too. But you know what's funny about that? Yeah, I actually like the Joker in here. Yeah, I believe it's a mixture of different incarnations of the Joker.
Yes.
So, and it was different. I think it was okay. He did better than what I expected.
Way better.
So, like I said, I had very low expectations. So I kind of liked him. I actually liked Harley, even though at the time she did seem kind of annoying. But that's Harley. Harley is annoying to me at times. And I mean,
She even had the accent.
they both serve a purpose. Like what Barry mentioned earlier, he was like, "Why is Harley even part of Suicide Squad? She doesn't have any
She doesn't have any skills.
right. No. Well, she does have skills, but no
What skills?
significant skills. Like nothing superhuman. She has no superhuman skills. So the only reason why she was there, I actually think, was to bring the Joker in, and vice
Yes.
versa. Vice versa. That's what it is. And the only reason why they were there was actually to have Batman there. All this shit kind of ties in. I actually understood why Batman was in Suicide Squad because most of the villains that were in Suicide Squad, Batman actually had to deal with. He
And
puts them
Flash.
there.
Popped up a hot second, but I was still like,
I understood why he was there though,
Yes, I agree.
because
Well, I was just saying this like tonally, the Batman appearance, Flash appearance, and the in credit sequence.
also Justice League.
Well, they totally shift everything
Yes.
in the whole universe. I don't understand. So you have Batman versus Superman, which is somewhat serious until they get to the part where it turns into a comedy movie. It's like your mother's name is Martha, my mother's name is Martha. We should be friends.
Martha.
Those things just shift the universe.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure if you're looking for things to be funny or if you're not looking for things to be funny, but some of those things felt bolted on towards the end that it's like, oh, we need to kind of make this interesting, or we need to tie this into Batman versus Superman because Batman versus Superman wasn't a good movie.
Mm. Okay.
I agree. So here's my take on the Joker. I thought if we saw exactly all of what Jared Leto and David Ayers was trying to do with the character, you'd feel a lot different about him. From what I saw, he was like every time he popped on the screen, I wanted to see more of it because you could tell there was more of it. He kind of walked in and he was tracking down Harley Quinn. I mean, he basically was trying to track down Harley Quinn, and basically it looked like they were setting him up to be the second kind of foil in the whole thing. He was like the monkey wrench that was thrown into their plan to stop the Enchantress. He'd pop up every once in a while, like, he's like, I want my girl back, and it's kind of like that whole thing with him, like tracking down the people who made the tracking device and the explosive implants they had.
Mm-hmm.
That's Joker. Like,
right.
Joker's
That's so Joker.
psychotic, but he's smart as shit. Yeah, he tracked him down, found it, got broke into the code, and then he jumps in and steals a jacks a helicopter, shows up in a tuxedo to come get it. I'm like, that was it. That was Joker.
And
I'm like, yes.
And that's what I liked. But I agree with you. I agree. Like I actually thought that as well. I thought that he was probably the second tier villain. Possibly, but we don't know.
Supposed to be. Yeah, we don't know because they fucking cut everything with him in it. What it did do is it did, for me, what Wonder Woman did in Batman vs. Superman. I can't wait for the Batman movie to come out. Well, shit, we're going to have to wait a while for that.
Well, now about what, 2018?
That's still a while, dude.
Later.
That's like 2 years away.
I heard it's going to be longer than that. Like, they haven't even like worked out the script and the plot yet. So.
From what I heard, they're supposed to be set in Arkham Asylum.
That'd be awesome.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's hearsay. But if it was, and they do.
Hey, imagine Batman breaking into a cell, and Croc's like, "Oh, you're disturbing me in my BET. Oh,
I'm watching Tip Drill right now."
All right, so what we probably should do is kind of wrap this up because this is on the verge of being one of the longest.
I could go on for another hour.
Yeah.
Can we do a part 2 to this?
Let me just wrap up and say I know it sounded like I was defending this movie, and
You're off the podcast.
what I am doing
I
is
had to you on Facebook.
I am defending what the movie was supposed to be.
I
But from
understand.
what you saw, oh fuck no, this shit gets go to the ratings right now. Go.
Okay, Matt, since you texted me, and that text was just like, what in the world? What is your rating, Matt?
Give it a 3.5.
That's a 3.5 out of 10. Not 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 10.
Out of 10.
Oh, okay. 3.4.
Okay, so we're going to stick with Matt's 3.4. Keith.
The movie I saw, barring my love of David Ayer's work and the like of some of the characters, I give that shit a fucking 3. And
I scored higher than you.
yeah, well, I give this shit a 3 because I was like, I was sick to my stomach with this raw disappointment and how fucking horribly they botched this shit. I want to know who the fuck in DC and Warner Brothers office was responsible for like editing that shit or making decisions that gave us this finished product. but I want that motherfucker strung up, and I want him punching the ball several times. Like, this piece of shit,
And the
fucked
balls?
up. He ruined 2 hours of my life. Ruined it. 20 minutes was fine. The remainder, I had to slog through that shit, and I'm pissed off about that. And that fucker needs to go. He needs to get punched in the face, balls, throat, everything. I don't even want that fucker to breathe. All right,
Balls
Fuck
and
'em.
throat?
all of it.
Damn.
Fuck him now. Fuck him. Fuck those studio execs. Fuck them all, because that's exactly what the fuck happened.
All right, we want to end on that one, James.
Shit. Well, that kills any sponsors, possibly. Scale 1 to 10, I give like a 3.2, maybe 3.3.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. I mean, shit. Let's just say this. I can't even put words on how disappointed I am because I was looking forward to this movie. I had high hopes.
Yes, it did.
I know a little bit about Suicide Squad, and it's kind of the idea is amazing. The first 20 minutes of the movie, how they did the introductions of each character, the background, all that shit, I was in. I was invested at that point. And then my investment just went straight to shit.
Yep.
Straight to shit. Why is this happening? Well, all of a sudden now it just went from 0 to 100, just like that. There's no, like, 0. Then 100, shit's popping off. Shit's going through the city, just fucking shit up. It just showed no storyline whatsoever. It just, I take that back. It did show a storyline. It was just a fucked up storyline. It's a popcorn movie. It's a popcorn movie. Like, you don't go there for looking for depth. You go there just to look at shit and just get by. But the thing with popcorn movies, sometimes they're entertaining and sometimes they're not. And this one is one that's not entertaining. It did have some cool parts, very few and far between. But outside of that, I was just pissed off, especially that goddamn love bullet. The bullet of love that
James.
destroyed the fucking portal. Man,
James.
bullet of fucking love? Man.
James, can you calm down for a second? Let me just.
Bullet of love.
Well, let me do this.
Joker laugh.
I'm going to inject a little bit of film into this. You have 2 films with large cast of characters. And this one is just the total opposite of Guardians of the Galaxy and The Expendables. So these are just 2 movies that I think that did having a large cast well and work a lot better than this movie.
Avengers.
I'm just strictly talking about Guardians of the Galaxy
All right.
That's gonna be the shit.
and The Expendables. Like, those 2 movies do large cast of characters well. This one is pure, unadulterated garbage. Again, as I said before, that X-Men was the gatekeeper movie. It's like, if it's worse than X-Men, then it has to be terrible. Independence Day, Jason Bourne.
Lights out.
Yeah. So, what I have to say was that you heard the Independence Day podcast, how much I disliked that movie. I gave that movie a 3 out of 10. This movie gets a 2 out of 10 because everything that I stated before about Will Smith just throw down everybody's throats,
Put it down their throats.
put it down their throats. Harley Quinn being terrible, all the other side characters having pointless side stories. It seemed like we were watching 3 or 4 different movies that were all edited into one movie and being forced to put the Joker in it just because, hey, well, we have to have Harley Quinn in it because she's popular, she's known. No. Margot Robbie is terrible. And I'm also done with her for her entire career.
Damn, man.
That's going to be a Beast Game podcast.
Shit! Oh, man. At least El Diablo was tight.
Will Smith, I'm done.
Enough.
I'm done, Will Smith. I'm done. Like, stop acting.
Can't be.
Stop acting. If Will Smith was committed to making this movie, done well, if he was committed to the role, keep the mask on the whole time. Do a Carl Urban, keep the mask on. Hashtag keep the mask on.